Hey everyone, it's JoJo here, and I had some questions about the types of glues that I use, so I thought I'd come on and just do a quick talk about the different types of glues that I use and um, kind of what I use them for. I thought this might help some, especially the newbies. The first thing I'm going to show is my Fabri-Tac and Fabri-Fix. Basically the same glue, just different names depending on where you buy them. My Fabri-Tac come from Walmart, and my Fabri-Fix, it comes from Hobby Lobby, and they both do the same thing, and I use these on fabrics, lace, paper, trims, um, basically about anything that I want it to stick quick. This dries clear, and if I get this someplace that I don't want or don't like, I have purchased a little like gum eraser where that I can erase the glue off. Um, my edges have gotten kind of dirty, but that's okay because it's still, it still works. There's no problem with it, but this, you just erase and the glue comes right up. I love my eraser. I've seen them at Michael's, but like there, I got it on my, I just put some on my mat. And I cut out me little pieces of paper towel, little squares, just because I don't need to waste a whole big sheet to wipe something up. But like I've wiped that up, but it leaves don't know if you can see it, but it leaves a residue on my on my mat. But yeah, just a little bit of erase. And when you do this on paper, see it's gone. When you do it on paper, you have to just be a little bit careful because if you rub too hard, sorry, I'm jiggling my camera. It can damage your paper. So that was just a little extra tip I wanted to add. I use glue stick for when I want to do things like napkins, really thin paper for decoupage. I use my glue stick. This one I do when it doesn't matter how well it sticks. If I want a permanent stick, this does do a permanent stick, and I bought these at Target. It's disappearing purple, and when the purple turns clear, I have a piece of paper here, I'll show you. But like, it's wet, and in just a few moments, that purple will turn clear. And when that's clear, you know it's dry. And with my eraser, I'll hurry it up. You can't see it, but there is some residue, and I can still get off any extra with my little eraser. So it works on just about any kind of glues. If I want it permanent, I use my Yoo-hoo stick. And I got this at Wishful Thinking, which is my local scrapbook store. Now on this, you would think that you open from the big end, but you don't. You open from the little end. And then it too has a color. And when that color changes, you know that it's dry, and it will dry quick. It's very quick, and it sticks like almost instant. I can still pull it up because it's not a complete dry, but once it's dry, it's pretty much permanent. So I like using this whenever I'm doing like collage, different things, or that I need a quick stick, but I don't want a wet stick. And then I have my Fast Grab Tacky glue, and it's the same as the Quick Dry. I don't see any difference between the two. Quick Dry might be just a little bit thicker, but they're not real thick. So when this bottle's empty, I will pour what's in this bottle in this one just because I like the bottom cap for when I'm doing something. It sets it up, and then my glue is just right there. I don't have to wait and squeeze and push and pull. And then when this is on there, it's like a it'll stand upside down, so that way it's always ready to go. And I really like that about that bottle. I also use the gold bottle of the Aleene's Tacky glue. I think that it is about the same. Maybe it doesn't tack as quick, but I like this whenever I'm doing project that I want to be permanent, like maybe paper to wood or wood to wood or something to glass. This works really well if you can wait and not need it to set up immediately. I don't have my, what's it called? Super glue. I don't have any of that in here right now. Um, but I also use the Ultimate. And I like this because it is non-toxic and it's water based and it's like a super glue. It adheres to almost anything. And I use this a lot when I'm doing my polymer clay. I have my clay pieces done and I need to glue it to something. I'll use this glue. It does take a few minutes to set up. If I want to glue to glass, I'll use this glue. Like I said, it does take a few minutes to set up, but if you can wait that few minutes, it's a um, amazing bond. I also use it to like glue my doll faces to my dolls when I do my doll work. A lot of times I'll use it on my junk journals. If I want to glue something to the cover, I like to use baby wipe lids. So I will use that because I know that this will be a permanent stick and it's not as, I don't know if messy is the right word. I'm not a big super glue fan unless it's something I need to stick right now. Um, so this is a really good glue. And art glitter glue. This is really popular in the junk journal world. I have had two different experiences with this glue. First, because I was a newbie, I didn't know, and I bought the art glitter glue, and I come home thinking, yay, this is great glue, only to find out that it dries white. So I had to go and find one that dries clear. I didn't realize that it came in white. I didn't read the fine print. I made a big mistake, and I hate this glue because I haven't found anything that I can really, I'm talking about the white. If you get outside the lines, which thank God for my little eraser here because it'll clean it up. But if I get outside the lines, it dries white and it's not pretty. And me, I'm messy when it comes to glue. I love these little tips. I would highly recommend them. The pen is stainless steel. Yeah, you can tell I haven't used this one for a while. But I highly recommend it because it comes out really thin. Oh, but let's see if it'll come out now. There it goes. It's a thin line. Now when this glue here that I have here dries, it's going to be clear. This one is going to stay white. And it doesn't look real good when you get outside the lines or you mess up. Now the clear art glitter glue, and see, they are the same color. So you don't know until they're dry. Um, but this, I like this if I want a wet glue and I'm gluing paper to paper. It's permanent. It works really great for me. But I still prefer over all of them, I prefer my Fabri-Tac. It's messy. It's kind of stringy a little bit, but I like using it because it grips it quicker. The only thing is, if I use my Fabri-Fix and put 2 sheets of paper down and I'm going to be writing on it, sometimes this leaves bumps under the paper, where that with the art glitter glue, you can get it to completely smooth out, so that way once it's dry and you write over it, you can't tell as well as you can with the Fabri-Fix. Another glue I'm going to show you is Aleene's Tack It Over and Over. And yeah, I've had this glue forever. I think they still sell it. Not positive. But I use this whenever I take my rubber stamps off of the wood, and I put this on it, and I'll leave it upside down and let it dry, and then it's still tacky, so it will stick, that rubber stamp will stick to my clear block, and then I can still stamp with it. This can also be a temporary bond. You can glue 2 pieces together. I like using it on the backs of some of my pages and leaving the page upside down, putting the glue on it, and then leaving it till it dries, and it'll still be sticky, so it'll be like a post-it note. And I use E6000, and when this comes in handy, it does have a smell to it, so it's if you're highly sensitive to smells, then you may want to wear a mask or something when you use it. Depending on how much I use, depends on whether I wear the mask or not. But sometimes it catches my breath because it does have a strong smell. Maybe it isn't so strong to those that aren't sensitive to it, but I'm highly sensitive, so I smell it. The Fabri-Fix also has a smell, but it's not real bad. It's not as strong as the E6000. I use this whenever I'm doing my jewelry or wanting to glue odd pieces to each other, and I don't want to use the super glue. E6000 works great. And I have cheap little old Elmer's school glue, and this dries clear. I've got to where I look for that every time to find out if it dries clear, if it adheres quick, if it's washable, and sometimes if it's acid free. Now with the junk journal, the acid free doesn't bother me so bad because I don't mind if my page is yellow. That's the look that I'm going for. But it is important to me that my glue dries clear. I really don't like it when I see the white around it. It looks, it just gives it a raunchy, to me, it's a raunchy look. I don't like the look of the white glue. This glue here, this Elmer's glue, is perfect for whenever you want to do collage. I like it for that. I like it for almost anything that I use the art glitter glue for. The only thing I see different is the tip on this one. It's small, but it comes out thicker. So I would have to use a squeegee whenever I use that. When I use the glue, if it comes out that thick and I'm wanting to glue my page together. But it will dry clear. And you can see that there is a little bit of a difference in the texture, the thickness. It's really thin, but I don't know, it's kind of more of a bubble there. So if you squeegee it out though, it'll dry really, really quick. And the last glue is Modge Podge. Modge Podge comes in different varieties. I'm sorry that my camera is like blurry. But the Modge Podge comes in different, I'm not sure of the word, but like this one is like a matte finish. Some of it comes in a really glossy finish. Like this one is gloss. I got some of these on sale. This one is $0. I didn't pay anything for it. It was on sale. I think it was at one of the clearance aisles. Anyway, it's glossy, and I like the shine at least to it, so I would use this one as like a top coat. Now this one, I would use it on the paper and then apply paper over it to do like decoupage. But you could use this because it is a water-based sealer. You can use this as a sealer. It's just not going to be shiny, or not as shiny as the gloss. So it's really up to your preference. I use a lot of Modge Podge. That's why I jumped on this one when I seen that it was free. It was marked down from $1. But yeah, I really like using the Modge Podge just for different things. With Modge Podge, though, you have to be careful on what you use it on. So you might want to try, like if you're going to do a piece of wood or a piece of jewelry or even paper, you might check it once you finish it to see if it's still tacky. If it is still tacky, you may want to use something else to try to seal it. I know that Modge Podge used on polymer clay will make it have a sticky, tacky feel. Even years later, it will still feel a little tacky if you don't seal it with something other than Modge Podge. So that's just my take. This is my personal preference. Um, my favorites are the Fabri-Tac and the Fabri-Fix. But again, it depends on what you're making and what you're doing as to which glue you use. So I hope that helps you on glues. My best thing is for your own self is to just experiment with it, see what you're making, see what works the best. I just thought that I would show the types of glues that I use. So thank you, and if you like this video and you'd like to see more like it, please click the like and subscribe. Share my video with your friends if you want, and have a great day and be good to one another, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.